Okay, so my name is Scott Davis, and I'm helping out with the computer technology for MS Flash. And I thought I'm supposed to talk about the participant website, but I thought I'd give you just a brief sort of high-level view of the technology from my perspective. When I was originally asked to help with this trial, characterized as a relatively small multi-center clinical trial. And I have to say, from a computing standpoint, that there maybe isn't such a thing as a small multi-center clinical trial, because much of the technology that you need to run a large trial like WHI, you need to run any kind of trial. You need a database. We're using the same technology basically for MS Flash as we are for WHI. We need websites, we need security systems. These systems have to be configured and supported and maintained. And so that's part of what I do. Now, I think it can be a little confusing to people when they talk about the website, just what it is that we're talking about. There are, from my point of view, a number of websites. And I'm going to show you this one. I'm going to be showing you this one. When you go upstairs in a little bit for the database training, you're going to be working in this environment. And so the first question that people might have is, well, why can't they do the same site? Why can't you go to the same place? Well, it's because basically for this site, the goal is to get as many people to come there as possible. And for this site, you want as few people going there as possible. Because this site is where you're storing the study data. And even though we're trying to design it so that there isn't a lot of participant data here, you don't want people, just anybody, being able to find the database. There's a logical, a very good reason to use those two types of. Now, many of you are already familiar with the wiki. This is a place. Everything below this line is in this building. Everything above the line is somewhere else. So, www.msflash.org is where you would go if you wanted to see the participant site. We thought we would give you a flavor of what we expect to be there when we actually roll it out. From my perspective, the site has two initial functions. We want to provide some basic general information about the study to the public and to potential participants. And we want to assist in recruitment if we can. And as we go farther into the study, I think it's likely that we'll have other functions that we will add to the site. We might want to add a section on study findings, for example. We don't have any study findings yet, so we can't do that. There are any number of additional topic areas that could be added to the site as we move along, and I expect the site will evolve over time. We might, for example, as the study is in progress, want to have say news updates of what's going on for a particular trial. But currently, this is what we have. So there's your home page. Basically, we took the MS Flash logo and we took the colors from the logo and we kind of took different variants of those colors and tried to design something that will pleasing to the eye. We have a section about MS Flash with subsections, explains who can join the study. We have a section here where the centers are going to be located. Some information on the studies, why they're important, how do I learn more. We don't have phone numbers. as we get those, we'll put them in. And we're assuming there's going to be an email address for each site. Now, I'm going to run the study here. So I mentioned that a primary goal of the site would be to assist in recruitment. And so if somebody comes to this site and is interested, they need a way of letting us know. So we kind of give them two options. We're going to give them a phone number and an email address. I just put these in. We can plug in any address that you want, or we can actually use these addresses if you want to pay $20 a year to have an email address that's in the splash domain. The alternative would be to get your parent institution to give you a email address that you can plug into. We also we give them the ability to leave their name and contact information, and that'll get written into a little database, and then we'll forward that on to you. I wasn't quite sure what all to throw in here, so I put in the press release, and if there's other types of information like that you think we'd want to add, you let me know, and I'll throw it in there. We're going to have information on each center, and we went ahead and tried to sort of envision what the Boston Center would want to have. And of course, the first thing is we want to tell them that we're actively recruiting for a trial, and if they're interested, that they should contact us. We'll leave them a phone number again. We have some information on the parent institution, on the investigators. I think we probably could put a map here if you wanted driving directions to get to your site. Really anything that you want to tell participants about your site, we could put in here. So this is something now, if you go to Indianapolis, that's the way it is for all the rest of the sites. We don't have anything. So this is something obviously that we need to fill in before we go live.
So is one piece of homework that people can discuss with their project teams at home what they want to put on their part of the website?
You know, I mean, I think on day one, we have one site, and a month in, it may look a little different as we're actively in the trial. And there may be stuff that we discover that we want to put up there that we don't even know about yet.